Brion, we're here in Pittsburgh. You're homeless. Tell me about it.
When I got back from the military, I stayed with my brother and my mom who had an apartment, and my mom wanted money for my money that I worked for to use for drugs. I said no, I wouldn't give her it, and she went out to the police, told them that she didn't want me living with her anymore, and that night I was homeless. I packed up a bag and I went to sleep in Market Square.
So you slept outside.
Slept right on the cement.
Oh my gosh, that's got to be horrible. Now, you were in the military.
I was in the military.
For how long?
Almost 6 months.
Okay. What happened there?
Medical discharge. I was the fastest person in my whole battalion with our rucksack on, and I stress fractured both my heels. And during Gold Phase, I was in the infirmary while my battle buddies were on the graduation stage.
Wow.
Ready to go to their unit.
Wow. And then you just end up sleeping in a park.
Just sleeping in a park. Sleeping under the Smithfield Street parking lot along the river.
Now, how many nights did you sleep in the park? Or wherever?
Some nights I stayed up all night, and some nights I would sleep in different spots. My main location was the Market Square, because there were security cameras around everywhere.
Right.
There's more people around.
Right.
Less for a bad thing to happen. And sometimes I slept more in remote spots, like underneath the bridge and in regular parking lots. Take a piece of cardboard and lay it on the ground.
It's a horrible way for a kid to exist.
It is. I don't want nobody else to go through that, but the world we're in now, it's gonna happen. A lot of things need to happen and change for that to.
So now you're in an emergency shelter.
Yep.
In a good place.
Good place.
What's the future like?
The future is an apartment and a job. And then while I'm on my own, I'm gonna get me into my own college. I get in for free and pretty criminal justice associates. That's all I'm looking for right now.
Right.
And I could join the military back because I'll be healed up by then. E3, start a little career with the military. And in the long distance, I want to be criminal profiler for the FBI. With those things on my resume, they'll accept me with open arms.
Awesome. Awesome. Good to have a future.
Definitely.
So, if you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Oh, I wouldn't want nothing. I literally just want to change a couple things. Like my whole life, the way I grew up, I would change everything about placement. And the wishes probably couldn't be granted because I don't know, they're like unrealistic.
Well, I can relate. I can relate to that. So it's tough growing up.
Especially for kids. The way I grew up, I wouldn't want no kid to ever be taken away from their parents, only to be put in their parents' house with assistance and guidance. Never to be taken away from their parents, because that only causes damage that's irreversible. Unless you're put into a better situation permanently.
Right.
But if you're temporarily put in a better situation, or if you're temporarily put in multiple better situations, it still is not better than growing up in a worse situation, but with your parents.
Right. Did you do foster care?
I did foster care. I did like 13 foster homes.
Oh my gosh, so you were taken away before and then you came back to mom and then mom...
I was never given back to my parents. I was always just put in different foster homes.
Right.
So the book Pinball, it's like my life. Except for you get old enough, and if you can't adjust, and yeah, I ran away, I got in fights, fought staff. It was I can say I was a product of the system.
Right.
There ain't one person in the system right now like that has grown up in the system that doesn't have those problems.
Right.
And they think that people can get over those problems. No, that's just going to be a constant. You grow up from 9 years old in systems, foster homes, placements. You're not used to one face. You don't have that one face in your life that is the normal. So you're going to grow up with a bunch of stuff, disorders. They say it's all temporary. I turned 18 and I'll change. ODD, ADD, everything. They want to say all that stuff. I don't need pills. They want to give you pills while you're young and everything when you don't know, and you have to take what they give you. When I got of age, I told them I don't want to take anything. My attention deficit disorder isn't something that is a burden that I should just, take medications to cover it up. I should just mentally, physically prepare and get used to it. I have a lot of energy, so I would go running. I would go do a lot more activities. If I have a positive attitude, just do more positive things with all the energy you got. That's all.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you for being here to take in my story, share to everybody. Appreciate it.